Welcome back guys to Trade Pro FX. So it's very unfortunate. I thought I was recording this session, the 21.05 USD. I've been speaking thinking that it was recording. So bear with me. Let's proceed from where it is currently. So I was trading the rise market, and currently I want to change. You see, I've seen now it's moving on a fall market, so I've just changed it to trade fall. So I'm waiting for a target, and then I press the run button. So you can see it's on a fall market trading 5 ticks. So I run that market, go to the charts. You can see the candlestick is now moving on the downside. So we are trading a fall market, and let me zoom out, and you see now we have been moving on the upside. So that's why I was trading rise market. But currently, looking at how the market looks like now, it has changed and it might go down a bit. But because of this rising wedge, the market might still proceed moving up. And you can see I'm not stopping because I don't have any martingale. Whenever it loses, it will just pick the stake I'm using. At currently at 50 USD. Let me stop, and you can see 50 USD just very fast trading the fall market. This is very simple. At 35.20 USD, contracts 1 for 40, and then contract loss is 26 with a profit of 35 minus 50 minus 35, that's 15 USD. You can see I've started with 15 USD trading rise and fall, and you can see the market has broken the structure to the upside, and that's a significant important point that a trader should know. Basically just observing now it has broken the structure. And let me go now to the trading Deriv view and observe currently how the market is behaving, so that I can now know whether I'll change my trading to the rise or fall, or still just remain to the fall as I had seen it before. We will proceed whether we will proceed to the up direction. This is 25 volatility 25. Let me change to volatility 10 1s. So after 10 1s, I change the time frame to 1 minute because my bot is trading using 1 minute. And you see we are currently still, the market is pushing to the up direction. Another thing I can spot here is a rising wedge, so the market will still proceed to move to the up direction. One thing it is because there is a pattern that has been formed on this trading chart there. Let me draw the rising wedge structure or pattern, and then the structure has broken up to the up direction. So we have no other issue or strain or any doubt that the market will go up. So at my bot, I'll just definitely change the fall to now rise, because I know the market will now try to make a pullback to the closer to these two lines, and then proceed to the up direction. So with those few things, you can see I've drawn the structure of the wedge. You can see the market is supposed to move up and then continue up like the rising wedge shows. It normally shows a breakout and then proceeds to the up direction. So for me, I guess the market will still proceed move to the up side. So I have no issues, and you can see it's trying to come back to feel that inefficiency there. That's the what we call about the fair value gap, or the inefficiency left behind. So directly let's dive into the trading bot and Deriv bot and set our settings. As we can see, it's almost hitting our two lines that we have said we want them to move to the up direction. So guys, the beginners, I urge you, try trading the rise and fall. Avoid those issues. Avoid using a martingale. Then if you avoid using a martingale, just trade as you can see on the market. If the market tells you we move up, just move up. If you can see the trend is on an uptrend, just move with the trend. So I'll change definitely this now trading bot. We are at volatility 10 1s. we changed that to the rise, because after doing our small analysis we have seen, we have let me return back, it has refreshed. So we have seen that the market is trying to move to the up direction. And number 3, we have seen the pattern the market has formed on the 1 minute. Number 4, we have seen that generally the market has broken its structure on the 1 minute, moving to the up direction. I told you guys you can do your analysis using your phone, that's why I'm doing it using my mobile phone, to just encourage you guys that not necessary that you should trade using a laptop. So we discussed earlier that the market has formed currently you see we are at 1 minute. This is volatility 25. There is an opportunity I've seen. We were trading behind there, we were trading volatility 10, but now look at this. We talked about a trend line. Remember, this is a very good trend line. Let's leave alone with the 10-1s. We will change, instead of changing whether to trade rise or fall, we will just trade this volatility 25. Let me start afresh and proceed with this one. I've seen a very good trend line. The market has touched those areas, key areas of showing that it's a downtrend. So I'm waiting for either the market to cross that trend line on the up direction, or the market to hit that trend line and push the market down. So let's just keenly observe how this market will behave, and we will trade what we will see. Let's now first dive to the trading bot and change all what we are trading. So we are at volatility 25. We have left alone with the trading volatility 10-1s. So I change everything. Then you can see it's trying to tap that trend line. So let's just wait for it. Let's see whether it will tap that trend line and pick a fall, because we believe, and we have talked before, that markets respect so much these trend lines at most times. So let's see whether it will respond to what we have been talking about. So I tap the symbol, go to the scales line to put the time. So I'll just press the countdown to bar close. So you can see now I'm able to view my time. So remaining, the candlestick remains very few seconds before we get into another candlestick. You see it's trying to break that uptrend. It's being unable, printing a bearish candlestick, but for in the time being, let's just wait and see how it behaves. The next candlestick has started. Let's see if it is bearish. I just run the bot. Good. That's a bearish candlestick, guys, showing a strong with no strong wick on top. So I can be confident that this market will move on the down direction. Let's now pick our trade very well and run our bot. So just looking at that, there is something I'm identifying. This candlestick is trying to make something, a certain pattern here, which I will leave you to comment below there. Which pattern are you seeing? You can see on this area it tried to make a bullish it tried to make an engulfing candlestick, but then after making that engulfing candlestick, we can see that the candlestick forming is a bearish candlestick, plus it has formed between that bearish candlestick that has formed. We can see there is a pattern there which obviously usually show a downtrend. So that's a very clear observation as a trader. After seeing this confirmation there touched our trend line, then that candlestick has that candlestick pattern which has formed there. I want you guys to comment below which candlestick pattern was that, and tell me how it shows the trend of the market. For me, I know after I see that print candlestick pattern on top there, that green, that bullish candlestick, that middle candlestick, and then the bearish candlestick that has formed. So definitely this will be a fall or a downtrend. So this is not a rising market, this is a downfall. So I'm just waiting for the next good confirmation candlestick, and then I will pick my run like that because it has touched that. So let's now see where we will print. That's our first win at 53.06. The candlestick is moving down very well. Let's now observe at the 25 index. I'm trading the 25 index, aiming at we were at 50, so we are targeting something to do with 60. So let's first run our bot end target 10 USD very fast. So guys, just look and tell me which candlestick pattern is this. Let me pick that. That's the candlestick pattern I want you to comment below, and if you know what it signifies, let me see whether what I teach you guys are looking what I teach and using it, because this candlestick pattern shows a very good confirmation that the market will go down despite that small bullish engulfing candlestick there. But now looking at the bearish trend, it's showing as a strong bearish trend because of that candlestick pattern. Number two, it has not broken the that trend line, so we are very confident. So let me return my 1 minute, then go to the next. Let me zoom out and show you the candlestick pattern, how it is working. So basically this is the candlestick pattern I want you guys to look at, and I want you to tell me whether it is working and whether you have noted it before on your trading as you are doing your trading analysis. The candlestick pattern I want you, let me zoom it very well and show you where it is. So at this point, that's the pattern I want you guys to tell me what pattern is that. So I run my bot again. You can see the bot is still running at 57.94. That's why I'm not having any worry. We have discussed and said that the market will be bearish, and it's so I stopped the bot immediately. So let me wait. It was at 60, so let me wait for that recovery. I first stop the bot at 60, then we will decide whether we will proceed. So at 60, stop the bot. Wow, so we have already 10 USD up. We started at 50, we are already at you can see win profit. So basically, if you are using a martingale, you would already have reached the 10 USD very, very fast. But now I'm using the Deriv bot, their own bot to trade. So that's why it doesn't have any martingale. That's why I have not used any martingale there. So basically, just let's time for another entry there and enter a market. So let's look, but just look at the up direction. You look at that area there. The market will tend to reach at that point, then retrieve upwards because of those 2 weeks. So we have a certain tendency that the market, whenever it reaches very large wicks, it normally moves to the up direction. So for me, I'll just change the trading builder. So I'll just change it to rise, because I can see the market has reached to a point that it might now reverse to the up direction. Then let me change that to rise. So very fast I pick rise, and now I run the board because it has started already kind of printing a week, trying to push the market up. So rise, wow, the next candlestick gone down. We have lost that, but we will recover it because the market still will move to the up direction. So just observe at this market, guys. There is this area here. Let me show you. So let me first input my countdown to back close. So you can see the candlestick moving to a bullish direction, as I have told you. Just observing how it shows. I've told you, whenever the market tends to reach at wicks, it normally tends to reverse. There is another thing we have always talked about here. Look at how that market, why is the market going bullish? Because we have the fair value gaps I've always talked about. The market normally respect these zones. Just look at those fair value gaps, the gaps in between those candlesticks. What tells you that the market, you have the confidence that that market will surely go up to fill those inefficiencies. We are at 62.96 USD, so I'm aiming that before it tries to recover those before it tries to reach and fill those inefficiencies, we will already have scooped our 10 USD and get out of the market. So we are at 62, 68. So we will still wait for the last run. So that's among the last runs we are running. 71, we can close this vote at that point. So we are at a very good profit, over 10 point or 11 point something 54 USD. See, just the market as it is has moved very well already, feeding all those fair value gaps. Those inefficiencies can help you scoop. We have not been trading using the Deriv bot with no martingale, just using their own bot, because we know whenever it makes maybe one loss, it will just make one loss then a win, make one loss then a win. But if you maybe wish to use the martingale, you can use the trading bots on my this YouTube channel. You can use them too. They are very free, so you'll just upload check for the ones with the martingales and use it. That's just the generally how to trade the rise and fall. Trade what you see and then look for those small key zones. Look, we are at 21.34. We started at 50, currently at 21.34. That's over 71 minus 15. We have got over 50 plus USD, from 15 USD to 71. It's very possible, guys, and I told you, most of you do not know that if you have the FOMO or fear of missing out, I told you can trade using this and copy trade your demo account to your real account. Happy trading, guys.